Hello everyone, warm greetings of the day. Welcome back to another episode of our show. Today we have a very special person with us. Today we have Mr. Shiv Segal, who is the principal of DSB School. Welcome Shiv sir to our show. How are you doing?
Thank you, Shantanu. I'm doing great with so many adjectives you added.
Absolutely sir, those describe you very well. So we wanted to understand from you, what is the culture of sports in your school?
Sports, I always believe that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So actually here, as you have witnessed, we have all major sports and the local sports as well. We are doing, if we are doing Kho-Kho and Kabaddi, we are also doing basketball and sometimes squash also.
So if we ask you, how is your thought process driven like this? Because whenever we interact with other principals, whenever we interact with other parents, a lot of them don't have the vision like yours. Their vision is a little different, where they say that academics needs to be focused a little bit more. So how do you believe that sports should be focused a little bit more than academics?
See, point is, if there is a will, there are many ways. See, you can always indulge a child into studies through sports as well. And sports, I always say, brings in discipline. It helps you in learning the teamwork, the working with different peers, with different groups. Definitely there is a learning. And in today's life, this is more important.
Shiv sir, if we dial back a few years back, we cast our minds back to your childhood, were you always inclined towards sports, or did you always strike a balance towards academics and sports?
See, I was never an academic person at all.
Okay.
I still remember my mother telling me, "Padh le," right, which we do these days also to our kids. Anyway, but yes, sports was there. I used to play cricket, football, and those times, the evils were not there in my times. There was only television, that too in the evening, Chitrahar and Krishi Darshan. So in the end, we played and played and played. And today it's just the other way around. Kids are glued to the TV sets or mobiles. Those were actually good days for kids.
Right.
These days it's a bit difficult.
But sir, if we ask you, what is your message to kids in order to keep these evils aside? Because what we feel is that phones and all the social media gadgets and applications are ubiquitous now. It's all over the place. So how does an athlete keep all of these distractions aside and still focus on their sports?
Why do we think that sports, if somebody is playing sports, it will take away them from the academics, take away academics from them? No, you have to fix times, plan a timetable. Like here, what I have done is, I have in the evenings you come, we have about 500 kids of the locality nearby who are actually coming and playing here every evening.
Oh, wow.
And we have some LNIP, if you have heard about it. It's in Gwalior. So we have interns from there.
Okay.
So they come turn-wise to train our kids.
Sir, if we ask your opinion and your views about grassroots development of sports, we've always seen a lot of tournaments being organized. Now the SFA championships also coming into place. So that what happens is that there's an integration into the national and international setup as well. So in your opinion, how important is it for students and athletes to start at an early age and focus on the grassroots level?
See, you rightly said, like SFA, you have been associated with us for the past more than 2 years now. And it was really good because youngsters also came in. I remember Gandhali asking me, "Sir, wo chote bacche aa gaye, kya karna hai?" So we made some arrangement, the SFA people made some arrangement. So it is always better to start to catch them young. Because today what you have observed is, the mothers also, parents at home also, bachcha khana nahi kha raha hai, beta ye cartoon dekh le, and mom would feed. That is what is actually happening. So instead, why can't we give him a reward, okay, you go and play out and then we'll give this reward or something like that.
So exercise along with striking a balance between studies and sports, that is the snippet of this conversation, that is what we need to focus. Sir, last to last edition, your school performed exceedingly well in the SFA championship. You all sent a huge contingent as well. So if we ask you, what was your experience in the SFA championship?
See, SFA championship is really a good endeavor, especially in this part of the country. Because this is the first time that, the second time rather now, that on such a large scale, it has an athletic meet, different sports meets have been organized. So I personally believe that this is a good endeavor and keep it up.
Sir, as per your opinion, what are the key benefits of organizing a tournament like SFA Championship?
Number one, participation. Kids don't get a chance. Most of the schools here do not have grounds. And being a hilly area, the availability of ground is definitely a problem. Then they do not have resources. When we organize such kind of events, the kids get the chance to participate. Then they learn how to associate themselves with their peer group. They learn the competitive spirit. They learn how to, compete in a world of today's, if I call in today's scenario, cutthroat competition, even in sports. So once we do all this, it definitely helps a child.
So, final question to this beautiful conversation. I believe I could have gone on for long, but so my final question to you is, if you had a message to all the other principals and all the other parents who at the moment are thinking about participating in the SFA Championship, because based on your experience, your school has participated in the previous edition as well. So what would your message be to all the other athletes?
See, I would say to the parents, to the schools, that please go ahead. Don't think much. After all, they are going for games, for sports, which, like I said in the beginning, it enhances their physical strength, mental health, as well as camaraderie, which when they get together with different age groups, they mingle with crowds. So please go ahead. That's it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Shiv sir. It was an absolute pleasure
Same
to
here.
pick your brains and to understand about your thought process. Thank you, sir.